You know what's interesting is this Little Women of Atlanta. I think I might try to review it. Maybe. I don't know, but they're like 3 or 4 episodes in. They are really funny, those Little Women of Atlanta on Lifetime. I watched the Little Women of LA and I started watching the Little Women of New York, but I just couldn't get into that. And then the little gay character they had on there, the little Asian guy, he was a trip child. He was shady as hell and it was funny, but I was living for it. But it wasn't my cup of tea. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I came to you guys about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh god. Y'all, I have to be honest. I've been saw this episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. I saw it, after they showed it after the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I could have did my review then, but I ended up falling asleep. And so later on that day, well, the next day, I was like, I wasn't into it. But I'm gonna go ahead and give my review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. This show is really irking my damn nerves. It's not interesting, and I doubt if they come back for another season. It's really like I'm starting to not even like Giselle at this point. Like I don't know what it is about the show, but it's just really completely turning me off like a fan. Okay, let me see what I remember. Anyway, we have Karen. Karen looked like Esma, whatever her name is, from Emperor's New Groove. That's exactly who she looks like. I figured it out now. Um, okay, with the mole and the neck, and Karen's hair is the fool, and she has the nerve to sit up there and shade everybody. How dare you, old lady? How dare you? So anyway, she her kids are going off to college and everything, and she's trying to find something to do. The women in Potomac, usually the mothers and stuff, they just fade off. But I'm not going to do that because I'm Karen Hogan. Etiquettes and etiquettes. So she wants to learn how to drive a helicopter or an airplane or whatever the hell, a jet. Maybe she'll go to another planet or something. Um, but anyway, her and Giselle is talking. Giselle is really hung up on Ashley. That's what I noticed. Giselle is really keen on trying to get like Giselle acts like she's jealous of Ashley. Like it's sick and it's annoying. Like why are you jealous of Ashley? But what? Just because she's 26? Whoop de damn do. Like I mean, hell, so am I. Big deal. It's just an age. You know, Ashley. This is just my personal opinion. Ashley is not as pretty as Giselle. Ashley at 26 is not as pretty as Giselle being 40 something. Like, please have a seat. She's sickening. But with that said, I do like Ashley for the most part. Um, all right, so they talking and they was just like, well, Ashley having this little teeny papa party and she invited us, yada yada yada, etc. etc. All right, so Katie meets with Ashley comes over to the playground with Katie and her 3 kids, her son and 2 daughters. They're twins. All of them are so cute. And Katie, out of control. She can't handle the kids. They bad as hell. They fight and doing all kinds of stuff. And she's talking about she want more kids by Andrew. Katie is a fool, a plum fool. Um, Ashley, she trying to communicate with the kids. One of the little babies slapping her all in the face and showing out. It was funny as hell. I was getting my life. Um, so then Ashley, and Katie, they sit down like the 2 little kids that they are, singing and swinging in the swings. Um, and Ashley decides to tell Katie that she's been Googling the girls. She Googled Robin, she Googled Katie, and I think she also Googled Giselle. And she was just like, yeah, Katie, I found out that you dated Russell Simmons. I guess it's the only black man she's ever been with. I could be wrong, but I'm probably not. And then she goes on to tell Robin's team. If y'all hear some in the background, it's just a TV because I'm living for the show. But anyway, um, she decides to tell Robin T and that she Googled Robin and all this shit and that she had to file bankruptcy, her and her husband, and they only have $25 in their bank account, according to Miss Google or Miss Yahoo or whatever, or Miss Bing. And so Katie was just like, "What? Like, are you crazy? Got oh my gosh, that's crazy." We meet Sharice's kids. She got some good looking kids. The daughter really looked just like her, and I guess the son is a mixture or look like the daddy. But she has some pretty kids. They're teenagers, and she comes over, and her friend Brittany, I believe that's her name, is Brynee. The lady who had on the yellow jumpsuit who went up there, the first episode when Giselle was talking about her and Sharice was still upstairs getting ready, all that. So they're sitting around and talking, and she was just like, yeah, the kids this and kids that, and she goes on about her husband who is in New Jersey, who's coaching, who has another woman. And she basically, Brittany, she asked Sharice, "Do you want to fight for your marriage?" And Sharice breaks down. She had a human moment. See, Sharice is just putting on facades, and some of the stuff she say is just kind of makes you not like her, because she seemed like she's down to earth, but then she'll throw a bougie moment at like she's better than this group of people or something. But when she has these real moments, it's like, okay, you are real. Like, stop, just be yourself, just be cool. Like, you can actually like Sharice, but she does silly shit, and then she hates that witch. So there you go, Karen Carpenter. So anyway, she starts crying, and she was just like, "Girl, your happiness is important too, yada yada." All right, let's see. Hmm. All right, Sharice, she's feeling lonely. I get so lonely, like Janet Jackson. And she invites well, they actually called. I think it was Karen called. It was like, "Look, I'm finna come over. You ain't got nobody there. You ain't got no man at home like Shantae Moore. And I mean, it is what it is. I'm coming over. And I'm gonna invite Giselle and Katie as well." She was just like, "All right, child." So the dogs are barking, running out. They all come up. They come in. Sharice basically spills the tea, that her and her marriage has been on the rocks. It's been on plenty rocks. It's bricks now, girl. Like, it's been hell since for years. Like, but she I guess she can't hold this front anymore. This false of a marriage. So you know I guess she just at home, just collecting the checks basically. But she was like, she see him, and then it's kind of like a business thing. It's just like a hey and bye moment. I guess the kids go up there to see him, or he come and get the kids or whatever, and then it's just, oh, that's Sharice. Oh, hey girl, one of those moments. So I'm sure that is hurtful. Um, but they all have a hug moment, and it was a beautiful scene. Um, Giselle was just like, "Look, if you need to cuss or whatever, I'm a good cusser. We could just let it out and dip in and do it." Also, at that little meeting with all those women's hugging and shit, we found out that Katie likes women. Nothing surprises me about Katie. Katie is Katie. All right. So let's just get to the party. I don't have anything else to talk about. Yeah, let's just get to the party. It is Ashley's 27th birthday. She's having it at the bar that she used to work at. That she used to bartend at. That's where she met her sugar daddy. And they're talking and having moments. Karen arrives first. I like her dress, Karen, but it was way too tight. She invited her father. I meant her husband to the thing. He's real cool, just laid back, whatever, not saying much. Um, on the way there, Giselle decides to call Robin. It was like, look, Katie told us some tea, and basically, the little big head girl, Ashley, she has been running around saying that y'all ain't got no coin, y'all ain't got no money, no cash money in y'all account, and this and that. And Robin was just like, I don't even know if I'm gonna go to this girl's birthday party, because I'm like, why is you going around spreading shit, spreading rumors or whatever about me on the internet? Half that shit ain't true. And I mean, at the end of the day, we on a show together. Like, you could have just asked me if you really wanted to know, which is true. So anyway, Giselle comes, all the girls come. Katie arrives with Andrew. And speaking of Katie, early in the episode, I think they share a home or whatever, but it's like under his name and all this. But anyway, Katie decides to move Andrew's stuff to a different place, a part of the house. Gave him half of the house, and then she needed her own little quarters and had a quarters for the nanny and all that. Like, and he was only gone for 4 days, so she decided to do some decorating without informing him. Katie, you ain't gonna get nothing but a couple of dollars thrown at you, but that man gonna leave. You are off the chain. I've never seen somebody so. You're a beautiful woman, but you act like you like a hideous woman who ain't got shit, who don't know shit. Like it's just like you are ridiculous. Like why are you so thirsty? You ain't gonna do nothing but that's not attractive in a person. Period. Da, 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 da. Y'all check out me. I'm Mariah, the elusive Chanteuse, and you know I get that from. But it's crazy, Katie. My God, she's a sad case. I swear. So anyway, okay, back to the party. Robin shows up. Ashley shows up in her little kitty. It was like a kitty cat, little pussy thing, and she was just like, "Look, uh Robin talks to her. She was like, "Look, bitch, I heard you been googling me. Like, what's your tea?" And if I and Ashley used the excuse of she thinks that Robin has been a little bit standoffish. That's why she felt like she had to Google her. Child, by that she a real bitch would have snatched her up, but whatever. But Robin got a little class about her, I guess. But Robin is strong. She's strong looking, right? I'm sure she would have killed little Ashley. But anyway, she was just like, "Look, I've been burned by friends in the past, and that's why if I come off a little standoffish, that's exactly why. Because I don't trust people. I just met your ass." And she was just like, "Well, I wouldn't do that, this and that." Meanwhile, Katie and Andrew is all on the couch licking, leaning down, all up on each other. Karen's man sitting right beside them trying to eat celery, and he's basically fingering her in front of everybody. Just nasty, cruelty, just disgusting, crude, stank, trashy fish box, funk box. Don't do that. Like it's ridiculous. You putting on all these stunts and shows, doing all this, and he still ain't gonna marry your ass. Ha! Watch. She's silly. She's ridiculous. So anyway, her sugar daddy, and it was an open bar, meaning that they didn't pay or whatever for the her friends that she was inviting for the drinks to be free, for the drinks to be on them, and they had to pay for their own drinks. That was real tacky, Ashley. You don't do that. But anyway, um, let's see. Her Ashley's sugar daddy bought her a Porsche, and basically she's trying to work on having kids and this and that. I don't know if the old man got any kids or whatever. And was that pretty much just a review? Yeah, it was pretty much just a review. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Giselle met with her ex-husband Jabal Bryant, and I was watching Ashley Miller's video for this episode, and she was like, Jamal Bryant was the pastor that was speaking through webcam on the Out in Hip Hop show that was on VH1. And they had Milan Christopher on there, and Big Frida, and Miles, Miles and Milan from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And I was just like, oh, that's Jamal. That's another reason why I don't like him. Thanks, Ashley. I'm glad she informed us on that, because I completely forgot about that. I knew it was something about him I didn't like. But he does a lot for the community, and black people in general, and he's a pastor and he does things. He's a man of the cloth, so I mean, good for him. But his views on the kids, the people that sprinkled with the little fairy dust, I don't agree with, my God. But anyway, that was my review. Mr. Chalaki on YouTube, follow me. Um, on Google Plus, follow me as well. At It's King's World on Twitter and Instagram. At It's King's World 89 on Snapchat. Y'all follow me on Snapchat. And all that good stuff. And that was pretty much my review, y'all. Like I said, I'm trying to stick with this show, but it's difficult. It's hard. Boots.com. But I'm gonna stick this season out, and hopefully it just don't come back, my God, because I don't want to start it. I done did these videos and then I just completely stop. But you never know what happens. Life is a trip. But all right, see you guys later. Bye.